We are at 3043 West Casino Avenue in Phoenix. It's I-17 and Dynamite, and this is a KB home. The neighborhood seems to be well taken care of. We're about 5 houses away from the Black Canyon Freeway, which I hear absolutely no noise at this time. This particular home on the outside is in great shape. On the inside it needs a little attention. I don't even know that it would have to be painted on the outside. There is a garage door issue here. I'll show you that when we get inside. On the side of the property we've got some weeds that will need to be dealt with. They've got these, some type of device that they tie up and cover the windows. That there's some sun exposure issues, I'm sure. The gate's in great shape. There are screens on the windows. It is zero-scape. This is the HUD home that we've bid on, but we need to make a quick decision on. The pictures show great, but there has been some damage on the inside of the home. Good screen here. Weeds on this side, screens in place. And there is a tile that's missing on this side. Let me show you, but I have it inside the house. It is broken, but at least we'd be able to repair it easy enough. So there's a very small little entrance here. There will need to be some type of a knob that's either the longer knob that has the 2 sections on the handle and then the lock above. I'm sure Scott can help us in that area. But as you walk into the home, if I can get in the home, it does have some really nice tile. This is the piece that was outside that I brought in. And basically, this particular floor plan is pretty open. It does have very nice tile throughout. The blinds, they're not in very good condition. That sun exposure must be a little warm because I can see that they're bowed. And this house is actually, and I didn't give you all the details yet, but this house is actually built in 2002. It's 1,751 square feet. There has been some vandalism in the home, and that's probably why it went into the HUD situation. There is a medallion in the entrance. There's a nice fan package here, and there's granite all throughout the house. It's a lovely granite. In the industry, it's called tan brown, although it's got a little bit of a black, green, and tan in it. I used it in a wet bar one time, and it's quite nice. This particular hole is in the living room dining area. That is 15 by 21 and a half. If I haven't already said it, I'm just a little bit in awe of what people can do to their homes, or to a home with vandalism. This is one of the areas that I'm concerned with. It's the family room. It's 15 by 13 and a half. That stone application is actually a Cantera. And you know what? There's one little piece missing right there, unfortunately. But this floor applique, it's actually all custom done. It's quite pretty. And these blinds here, they don't have a wand to tell if they're working. They're not as sun damaged as the other one is. But as you walk into the kitchen, this particular kitchen is 15 by 11, and you really can't use that space there where the fan is for a table, unless you just put a little bistro table in that area because of this buffet that they've built in. Now, as you can tell, the cabinet doors have been ripped off in several different places. This wood is definitely not the color of wood I would put in this home anyway for what the granite and the flooring is. And just so you know, there are no appliances, so we need to factor that in. The sink does have a little bit of staining, but it's not in horrid condition. There are no major leakage issues. There looks like there's a little stain back there in the back. The the pantry does have a little peekaboo hole here that needs to be repaired on the other side as well. It's, fairly good for this small of a home. But my suggestion on these cabinets, if we decide to go ahead and keep it, is the veneers will need to be replaced, and the knobs are missing. So either we replace the knobs, the veneers, the doors with say a honey tone. There's a honey tone, a honey brown. It's in the grout here. And then what I would do is I would just paint the back. I would paint this part here. I'd paint it black, and then just replace the doors and the drawer veneers with a honey colored, or restain the doors that tone, and then replace this, and then this one here and here. So it's actually a two-tone. It's actually a really nice designer look, but this granite and these applications actually call for a higher quality look. Okay, so as we're going out to the back, you can tell that the screen is compromised. Definitely, it's crooked, it's torn. That one needs to be replaced. The crack that we thought we saw in the picture is actually not a crack at all. It's actually part of the sandstone that's built into the flooring, which is nice. A nicer rod railing, not rod railing, but it's kind of like a cantera, but it's probably concrete. And then it does have a slope so that you don't have to worry about drainage, which is good. We've got a barbecue here, and it definitely needs to be cleaned up, but it's not in horrid condition. And then there's an extra burner here, and there's definitely a gas connection here. There's a fig tree, a mesquite tree that looks like it needs to be trimmed back, oleander, and from this vantage point, the fan I would definitely say needs to be replaced. It's drooping, but it's got a little bit of a designer, customized look through the back. It's actually quite nice. And then I'm not really sure what you'd want to do with these. They look like they're pretty worn, but they basically just kind of come up and end up being kind of draped. But they are serving a purpose, I'm sure, for keeping the heat out. So this is the gate that's been painted, and the air conditioning unit is in place. Yay! So it's got some little touches here. It is all zero-scape in the back. And this tree probably needs to be, maybe, it is staked, but it needs to be maybe anchored a little bit better. So as you go into the house, you can see from here the granite, the flooring. It definitely needs to be painted throughout, and we can discuss the whole cabinet refinishing. I would consider that to be painted black, and then this to be the doors and drawers to be a honey color. It's a really great look if we decide to go that route. Now, as we walk through this little family room area, this is a wall that needs to be addressed, and then this wall right here that goes into the into the pantry. I keep wanting to call that a laundry room for some reason. You have a smoke detector that needs to be recovered or have a cover. You've got a little storage area. It's minus one little shelf at the bottom. Whether that needs to be there or not is up to the boys. Now we go into a wood laminate floor. I'm not particularly thrilled about the color, but it is a floor that will not have to be replaced. It's in great shape. It does have a fan and light in this particular master bedroom. is 13.5 by 20. The closet's 5 by 11. Quite nice. It's a little bit, it just has the one rod all the way across. It's not really a very organized closet. It does have quite a bit of space. Now as we walk into the bathroom, it's got the same tile that's throughout the house, same nicer sink, or excuse me, granite on the sink. The sink does have a little bit of a nick, and it is one sink. It is a smaller bath. It is a KB home, but it's definitely a higher quality. And then the shower is amazing. It's just got beautiful, it's basically a noche is what it's called. It's got a noche, it's got a beautiful designer trim, it's got a bench, and then we have the stone that's very, very expensive. So if I had a 3-bedroom home, if I had to have a 3-bedroom home, I would probably take the shower and use the hall bathroom for the bathtub just to have the upgrades that I'm seeing here. Now just so you know that this across where the noche and the trim is on the other side all the way around as well. So that's definitely an upgrade. Now through the master bedroom, down the hall, there's several areas that look like need some attention. Several, not really sure if that was a termite issue at one point. Very well could have been. Not really sure at this point. Now this is the area that needs the most attention. There has been a dog that chewed, obviously. And then somebody came in and put holes in the walls. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at least 5, 6 areas where the actual stripping around the doors will have to be replaced. Not to mention this drywall area right by the closet door, hall closet door. And then this one between the hall and the family room. And then this may be just a patch job here, just like inside the pantry. Now as you go into this first bedroom, we have no light fixtures at all. We do not have a cover for the smoke detector. And the blinds, they seem to be in fine shape with that cover on the outside. They haven't had any damage. There has been some vandalism here. You can tell they've painted over some of the areas that have been painted. But this particular bedroom is 10.5 by 13.5. This is all just dirt here. I'm not sure if it was an issue that we should be concerned with. Some caulking here. And it looks like some tape here. That's not anything to be concerned about. And then into the next bedroom, it's 10 by 12.5. It does need electrical to the ceiling. And this one has had a little bit of warping here on this blind. It works fine, but you can tell that it's not, straight. So that is something we might want to address. Now this closet is not the split kind, but it is nice and long. And it does have the laminate flooring like the floor, or like the bedroom. Then we go into the laundry room. The laundry room is 5 by 4.5 with some cabinets without knobs. The knobs have been taken off. It is tiled throughout. And I don't recall showing you the hall bath. I'll show you that in a moment. I'm trying to keep this door open. Somebody took my door stopper out of my bag. I'll try to keep it in place. This particular garage definitely needs to be painted like the rest of the house. It's got these cabinets here that compromise putting 2 cars in. And then this garage door looks like this piece here, it actually isn't broken. It just needs to have the rod put in it. And see, if you push it back, it would go back on track, and it just needs to be, the screw needs to be loosened, and the piece needs to be put back in. So I don't think it's a matter of replacing the whole garage, the whole frontage of the garage door. And it is a gas water heater. There is some repair here that needs to be done. As you can tell, there has been some major dog, I don't know, this dog chewed on everything out here. This door is horrid. So that's another area that will need to be taken care of. Okay, and so back into this, there's no light, and I'm trying to keep the doors open so you can see this. This is a really, really nice hall bathroom. It's all tiled, and it has a very decorative medallion. And the backsplash is nice. The light fixture's nice. The tub, from what I can see, is in good condition. It's got a little cutout here, but it's tiled all the way up. The only place that it's not tiled, and there will need to be a patch done here on the wall. So this is basically a fixer-upper for sure. This has a little section here that needs to be tacked and caulked as well. And as you can tell, this is another area where the dog is chewed. This is right inside the laundry room door, and there is not a door on the laundry room, in case I didn't mention that. Also, there's a door that needs to be replaced in the linen closet. That's what that is. Looks like it's just been kicked in here, but if you open it and look at it, it's definitely not going to hold up. All right. Overall, this is a beautiful property. It's a shame that it's a real shame that somebody has done this to it. That's probably why it's still on the market, and that's what we're so good at. All right, you guys, take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you for joining us on another video tour. We are Ron and Christina Wilczek, Metro Phoenix Homes. Feel free to give us a call at 480-445-9480 or see us on the web at metrophoenixhomes.com. Thanks and have a blessed day.